This is Sparta! Fatality.
Well, I guess you guys already know, since I was clearing my throat right through the damn intro, that this is Manny, Moonraker of UFO Bus Radio, and this is UFO Bus Radio News. It is not the regular Thursday episode, because usually it's a freak out on YouTube, but due to technical issues like what you just heard, I will not be doing the YouTube thing probably for a few weeks while I kind of get things ready into place so that it could be a better run and not filled with a bunch of craziness. But this whole week under the weather, and it's not even the temperature or the climate or nothing. It's been pretty nice outside, but for some reason, like yesterday and today, it's been horrific. And actually, no one really expects me to be on live, but yeah, I'm actually on live now. I was testing something I was doing with the system here. I'm about 35% done in enhancing this podcasting deal, and I assume that I'll be 100% done by something like February or some shit like that. Not anytime soon, because, you know, this stuff takes work and time and all that kind of craziness. But we should get it done. I assume that by let's say the holidays, meaning like Christmas, because Thanksgiving's not a fucking holiday. Like Christmas, I'm thinking by then I'll be like halfway done. But the advancements, the upgrades, things that I'll do from now to right before Christmas, they're going to be pretty significant, and hopefully that'll help out a lot. Because, you know, number 8, I mean, I got to make some strides here, right? Jeez Louise, for fuck's sake. Anyway, today's episode really is about mostly about space. I'm sorry. No, it's mostly about UFOs that hang out in space. And we got some fascinating stories and things that are just happening in the world today when it comes to UFOs and people relying on the new technologies, if you will. So, fascinating story on that. So we'll see. We'll get into that and see what happens. The other thing is, usually on the first week of the month, I like to pull the data and see what countries that the podcast itself is being listened to. And actually hear echo right now. I don't even know why. But, so let's go over this. In the first week of November, 23 different countries, or 22 outside of the United States, downloaded the podcast. So we'll do this. Let's see how fast I can do it. Australia, Brazil, Canada, Chile, Finland, Germany, India, Ireland, Italy, Japan, the Netherlands, New Zealand, Norway, Puerto Rico, not really a country, Russia, or the Russian Federation, Saudi Arabia, Slovakia, South Africa, Sweden, Thailand, and the UK. Actually, for some reason, this list has Sweden in there twice. What the hell is that about? Something's going on. I also had a list of actual cities, and for some reason it's not here. But I can say this. There is someone, maybe one or two people, I don't know, listening in Bronx, New York. What's up, the Bronx? When I say what's up to you guys, that's my hometown from way back when. Actually, I was born in the Bronx, to be honest with you guys. So there you go. The last thing I want to do before we get this party started, because I talked about the different countries, today's music is all instrumental and all international. So we're going to be hearing the communist countries first. You know, you got to give them the props because they will infiltrate the system. We're going to start out with China, then end up in Russia. After that, we are going to go to Ireland, and then just to bring things around on the that side of the pond, we're going to go to India to end the news music. I don't know what do you call that, bumper music? Who knows? I'm not professional about this. I told you, I'm a blue-collar person just doing a damn podcast about UFOs and aliens that nobody really listens to. Now, besides that, the last thing that I wanted to say was, I want to say what's up to, Thump 1982 out in Discord. It's funny because he's been in there. He's been, I guess he finally decided to get into Discord. And the other day I talked about Pascagoula. And then all of a sudden he says, hey, I'm in Pascagoula. So there you go. it's a fascinating thing to be able to live in a place where there's a famous UFO incident. And I wonder if the people in Pascagoula really think about that. Because, I mean, let's look at Roswell. I mean, fucking people there probably think about ETs and aliens a good part of the year, right? Because it's part of the city. You know, Roswell, New Mexico is ingrained in UFOs. So I'm sure even when it's not that time of the year where everyone goes in there for the UFO conference, I'm sure around the clock there is UFO stuff everywhere you look because people go all year round, not just for the conference. So I can imagine if maybe, or I wonder actually, if there is some place in Pascagoula that's dedicated or has a lot of information regarding that Pascagoula incident, which was a really weird one, to be honest. But, you know, that goes across the board for any city because there's been quite a few that have had UFO incidents. And I wonder, how do they keep the UFO incident alive? Or for fuck's sake, do they even care to? Some people just like to sweep that shit under the rug. More so before than now. I think right now, people are more open to it because of COVID-19 and because of all the news from the Pentagon and things like that. But who knows? It could be anything for as far as we know. So we'll see. Before we get into that first article, let's play this track here. Like I said, this was coming out of China. So, first, before we do that, we have to send it off properly.
China. 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 China now. China. China. You know, China. I know China very well. China. 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 China.
China, China, China.
Northwest Wisconsin, where I'm from.
It's China to me. China. China, 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 China. You want to buy from China? That's great. Buy from China. Buy toys from China. China in particular. China, China.
In case you guys missed it, today, probably about an hour ago, SN8, again, another static fire test. But it seemed like what they're testing, and this is from the professionals, right? Because I'm not close to Boca Chica, nor do I follow SpaceX like that. But these guys who make it a habit of filming and interviewing and keeping an eye on the SpaceX program and Starships, they're thinking that the issue right now is that there might be some apprehension when it comes to the Starship being able to reignite the engines before it leaves a crater in Boca Chica. Now, why do I say this? Because they're supposed to simulate basically what's going to happen once it goes into orbit. So when it does this dive, the engines are going to be off. And it's supposed to, at the very last moment, reignite the engines on its own, kind of like what you see when it takes off. The hops that we've seen so far, the engines remain on from beginning to end, but this time around, they've got to turn off and turn back on again. And I think that that's what's causing the big hurry up and wait at SpaceX. I think they really feel like the shits are not going to turn back on again because they don't have it set right or it's not been done before. So they are definitely trying to keep this SN8 in one fucking piece because if it doesn't reignite, oh baby, that's some serious fireworks. All right, this first article comes from one of our favorite people. Actually, earlier in the week, I didn't have any articles regarding Pareidolia Pete, but I actually do this time around. Now, the video itself comes out of Mexico. This is a video of a glowing UFO that was filmed in a forest, and according to Pareidolia Pete, this shows the evidence of alien existence. There's always something with Pareidolia Pete that drives me insane. But you know what? We have another article here that's someone on the other side of things that it's like, geez, really? Anyway, it turns out that there was a family in Mexico. They were filming at a forest out in Guadalajara, Mexico. And so they're out there doing their thing. It almost sounds like they're having a party or something like that. But they're overlooking this forest, and something catches their eye, and it's over the trees, and it almost looks like it's not really hovering. It almost looks like it's attached to the tree, like maybe even tangled in the tree. Now, a lot of people want to say that Mexico is a UFO hotspot for sightings, and people say again, it is because of all these mountains and volcanoes that apparently ET has a big interest in things like that, for some reason or another. Now, if you click on the link for this particular news article, you can actually go and see the video that was uploaded by the family. Now, if you don't know Spanish, well, what can I tell you? I don't know if it has a translation option. It might, but you can hear the folks talking about the object they're seeing. Now, one of the best things about this video is that the reason why I say it seems like they were at a some kind of a party or celebration or something is because you hear a lot of people in the background, you know, kids and other adults or whatever, but they're mostly focused on the object, so they can see it. The object is really bright, and according to our buddy Scotty Waring and even the people that filmed the video, it appears to change shape, right? But it is very bright. It's not tiny either. And it caught their eye from this large distance. You'll see the distance in the video. And the best thing about it is that it seems like they were somewhere where they had an actual camera, you know, like one of those 50 millimeter cameras or 35 millimeter or something like that. And that's what they use, because you can hear it when they zoom out. You can hear the mechanical, you know, moving in the lens or whatever. So it wasn't a cell phone, but the picture was pretty damn good. But so was the object. It was so bright. The object never moved from where it was. It just in place was moving, or what appeared to change shape. This really looks like a mylar balloon to me, from some celebration that got stuck on the top of this tree in this forest, and it caught their eye because it was reflecting the sun. Even when they zoom in on it, the thing just stays there, doesn't go anywhere. Now, the bad thing about this is they didn't continue to record the entire time. The video stops. It's like, where the fuck is the whole video? Did they just leave with this UFO just sitting there? I think eventually they might have realized that this was not exactly a UFO, but a mylar balloon. But our best and only alien expert in the world, Scott C. Waring, he says that basically the sighting It's another one of those, if it doesn't convince you, nothing will, that these kinds of sightings are actual alien sightings. But the answer is no. The only one that's an alien is Scottsy Waring. So the family noticed the shiny object in the trees moving around, changing shape. They were actually visiting Hue Titan Canyon, which is the mountain forest in Guadalajara. And, you know, they were amazed by this. And apparently so is Scottsy Waring. But simple things like this should not always turn into aliens, because it really doesn't. I think if you really look at this, it's a Mylar balloon, to be honest. I wouldn't see any other way. To me, if you or I, or anyone else that's not filled with pareidolia, if you were out there and you saw this object on top of a tree and you think it's shape-shifting, you wouldn't take the damn camera off that thing. You wouldn't stop recording, because you could possibly catch the most amazing escape from the atmosphere by this object. Wouldn't you just stick around and finish recording what the hell happens to this thing? The fucking thing wasn't going anywhere. It was stuck. I guarantee you. I don't know. I saw this video. I saw what was on the link. They didn't stick around for it. Nobody knows. Maybe the full video gives you the full story and someone just decided to share this little bit of no good Nick information. Check it out. The link is in the description. You'll see it. I'm pretty sure you'll agree it's not a UFO of the alien kind. Probably more a UFO of the Mylar kind, to be honest. Somebody's party balloon just got loose, and Scottsy Waring had a field day with it, of course, because I'm sure he got plenty of clicks on this and invited lots of money making out from Taiwan or wherever the hell he's at. That's the story for Scottsy Waring. Check it out. It actually comes from the Bro Bible. That place just trips me out, the Bro Bible. It's hilarious. But in any case, let's go to Russia and see what they have to play for us today. I know you guys who are listening to this tomorrow or the day after on the shitter, you're thinking, geez, why, Manny, why? Why are you playing this? Why?
We are the Borg. Lower your shields and surrender your ships. We will add your biological and technological distinctiveness to our own. Your culture will adapt to service us. Resistance is futile.
This next one is a short story, and it has to do with a UFC fighter, by the way. I know there's many of you who love MMA, seeing like two dudes or two ladies get in there and just, just go for it. Knockouts, takedowns, chokeouts, put people to sleep if you can. This individual is one of those folks. Yeah, from the UFC, a fighter who had a UFO encounter. Now, the UFO encounter is very short because, again, this is a life we live, man. Everybody just gives quick hits, not the full story. And it drives me insane. And this is Fox News for the love of Pete, really. UFC fighter Diego Sanchez. On Wednesday, apparently, he was definitely visited by a UFO. Now, it would be good for you to know that Diego lives in New Mexico. So, of course, the first thing you think, well, he's in New Mexico. It's a given. He's going to get probed eventually. Maybe that's what made him get into UFC fighting. There's a good probing from ET. Nobody knows. But, of course, the article says that New Mexico, a hotbed for UFO activity. According to a June analysis from Satellite Internet, and I think we actually had that analysis, and Satellite Internet contacted us about ensuring we had the link to their article, which again, my first questions to them was, why would a satellite company, have a story about UFOs? And their answer was, because it's cool. Can't argue with them. Can't even begin to, yeah, they're absolutely correct. Yep, totally. He says this, according to, I want to say Carmen Sandiego. That's not something you should call a UFC fighter. Diego Sanchez. He says, I was doing energy work on my patio as a UFO flew right up on me. I called for my daughter, quick, and she watched this thing hover. Sick. Only hundreds of feet away. Albuquerque is a trip. Sightings are regular here. Energy work. It seems that, I don't know, maybe it's a COVID-19 thing or a pandemic situation, a pandemic where people are really getting into meditating. They're meditating more and more. And I think that when he's saying energy work, because he's not talking about, hitting the bags or anything like that, it sounds like he was meditating on the patio. He was realigning his chakra, sharpening his third eye so it doesn't get punched or kicked. This thing with meditating, it seems to be going, just going crazy, man. It's a lot of people are doing it. And I can see, meditation is supposed to help you like center yourself and, bring yourself like a new balance to the things in your perspective, your life, your body. Maybe we are becoming a gigantic antenna for ET now that everyone's starting to like meditate. Trying to find that, that center road of life. Not stress out so much. Look a little bit past beyond themselves. So now we're calling ETs, and not just at random shit. The next story, it's going to be on damn demand. There is something going on, and you know what? I'm not one that believes in the whole meditation to call ET, but there is an increasing amount of people who are claiming that through meditation or CE-5, they're seeing things. But the question is, would they see that even if they were meditating? Are these coincidences? People say there's no such thing as a coincidence. So the jury is out, but we're going to see in the next story how a particular app apparently is helping people reach ET. But in this story, Diego continues to say, but shit, that contact tonight, it was obvious it was watching me. And this is on a tweet that he sent out. He is 38 years old, has an impressive martial arts career. Diego is 30-13 for his career, and no one knows when his next fight's going to be. But apparently, it might be fighting UFOs and trying to keep a good probing away from him. You know, if I was on the edge of being probed or abducted by ET, I'd want to be a UFC fighter. I'd want to do some MMA and protect myself from that craziness. But Diego, hopefully you didn't get probed, man, because, you know, you lose track of time and stuff. You could have been probed, you didn't even know it. But in any case, good luck on your next fight, and hopefully you get another visit as you continue to train your third eye and realign your chakras after your last fight. But let's go to Ireland. By the way, GameVid recently had a CE-5 event where he invited, a few podcasters and YouTubers, to show up and take part of it. Make it like a multi-state, and I think maybe one of them might have been international, a multinational CE-5 event on YouTube Live. A lot of those fuckers didn't show up, to be honest. I don't understand why. They had better things to do, I guess, other than contacting ET. Personally, I was there, but I wasn't outside because it's kind of chilly out, It wasn't a nice night to be out there. And actually, it was actually cloudy, to be honest. So it would have been like probably a scene from Close Encounters of the Third Kind when you see UFOs coming through the clouds, which is a little bit scarier, I think, seeing them, emerge from the clouds and shit like that. But anyway, I believe that he at one point did catch a strange light in the sky during his CE-5 event. So if you want to find it, go to YouTube, go to GameVet02, all like one fucking word, GameVet02, and you can see that video. It's on there. Check it out. Maybe it's time that you did your own meditating. Stop wasting time. This next story is, again, in line with meditation and what people are doing today in order to contact ET. And I don't even know if this is what they're trying to do, but for some reason it ends up happening. So we heard about Demi Lovato recently, and how she was on a bit of a spiritual retreat, basically realigning her chakras and stuff like that. Who knows? In some place, there was a really remote place in California. Maybe it's just California. I don't know. But apparently she made contact with beings from another planet, thanks to Stephen Greer and the CE-5 team. By the way, that's why the episode today has a picture of a topless Stephen Greer. Look at him. He got that silly ass looking face. Hilarious. Now, the CE-5 is actually not just a protocol, but an application. You can download it to your Android or iOS mobile phone or device. And you can actually use it to get into the mood. The CE-5 meditation mood. I wish I had some of that slow music. But the whole idea with CE-5, which is kind of, I don't know, it's almost like not right, to be honest. The whole idea with CE-5 is that you are trying to make peaceful contact with aliens. That really is. If you look at the instructions for CE-5, it's all about just channeling peace and happy joy, and having, not having malicious intent, but just to say, hello, brother from another Series B mother. Whatever. I just don't see how people can feel that it's okay to reach out peacefully to aliens who apparently, the rumor is, they're like probing people and mutilating cattle. I don't understand. How does that work? Eventually, those aliens that are doing those things are going to be the ones to answer a few people, and it's not going to be pretty, man. So, the added protection to anyone that does CE-5 is to wear a chastity belt. Yeah, you need to protect your rear whenever you do CE-5. That's my recommendation, and I'm sticking to it. Roger Andrade from Garden Grove, California. It turns out he recently started using the CE-5 app. By the way, $9.99. $9.99 if you go to the Google Play Store. I don't know what the price it is on the the Apple Store, Apple App Store, or whatever that is. Not sure how much it is there. I would imagine it's the same price. But anyway, Andrade, he got his hands on one of these, and he decided one night he's going to do it. He was going to go out there and try to establish contact of the fifth kind. He wanted to reach these alleged higher beings in a calm way when the moment that he turned on the damn app, he saw a UFO roaming in the sky. Just like that. I mean, he didn't even get a good meditation on. He wasn't even on his first chakra yet. Like his third eye was still fucked up. It was closed. But all he did was initiate the app and bada bing, UFO. Right there for you, all in your face. I don't understand. What does that have to do with, Stephen Greer and CE-5? Now, there is, in one of the instructions that I saw for this particular protocol, it does say that if you, let's say today you do your CE-5 dealio, you get your chakras aligned, you are energized, like you are spitting meditation fireworks out of all your orifices, and you're inviting people and beings in a very nice way, that it is very possible that it could take about a day or two for them to answer. So you may not see your extraterrestrial visitor immediately, but they might come a-calling like a day or two later. And again, maybe this night was the first night that wasn't the first night, should I say, that he opened up the CE-5 app, and they were just taking their damn time. They were too far away. I don't even know what it is, to be honest, but there's something about people when they use this app that apparently they see UFOs. It's crazy. It's going to be the new urban legend, I think. The app also provides you, of course, with the instructions to help you get into that CE-5 kind of mood, with the whole peaceful contact and everything. And it also helps you locate other CE-5 folks who are using the app who might be interested in getting together with you and having a CE-5 orgy. What better way to invite an alien than to have enough rear ends for probing? Can you imagine? This will be like there's no resistance, right? They'll just go right in. But yeah, that's basically, people who are like-minded. The app helps you get in touch with them, and you can have yourself a little CE-5 get-together. And it's really strange because, like he said, the moment he opened the app, he saw the UFO, and he pointed a green laser at it, trying to chase it while recording it on video. And he says, I was alone in my garden, and I was launching Dr. Greer's CE-5 protocol from the application when it appeared out of nowhere. Andrade actually gave these statements to a publication called Europa Press. Wow. What if CE-5 actually works? Is it possible? Is there anyone out there that's had real success with it? Not just one time, but you've done it, let's say, over a year or so, and have had 4 or 5, 6 incidents. And now I'm not talking about paying $2,000 to go sit on the beach to watch flares being dropped from an airplane at a distance. I'm saying is, did you on your own, did you try the whole CE-5 protocol and made some kind of contact? Now, there's been a lot of stories out of the Greer camp about things, entities appearing and helping people, curing people of, things that, ailments and sickness out of nowhere. But again, the only way you're going to know if it's true is if you try it yourself. I'm not really big into meditating. I will take a nap here and there, but I just don't know. I don't know if this is for me or what. Because meditation, geez. And then it brings me to my other thought before we head over to India. Is that if you're meditating like this and you're aligning your chakras and your peaceful intentions, and you open up basically your energy to other energies, what's the chance that something else would show up? Like if you live someplace that may be surrounded by negative energy, or it's haunted, or something like that. What does meditation do in that case when you're just openly inviting other beings to contact you? Scary shit. Let's go to Bollywood.
पंछी
The next story takes us to Tom DeLonge, the ex-ufologist of the year, former, a.k.a. also known as Tom DeLonge, Mr. X Blink-182. So it turns out that Tom decided to post something on his Twitter, I guess, either Twitter or Instagram, and he got called out. He got called out for posting a fake UFO video. Not just fake, a video that was apparently analyzed back in 2012, 8 years ago. And he posted it. It's just like them when they had that conference when they were introducing the board members for To the Stars Academy, and they had the Mylar penis that was a few years back debunked and analyzed as a Mylar balloon from a birthday party that was filmed in the UK. But they had it up there, and the guy turns around and says, "This is alien technology. What is this? It's advanced." Wrong. But anyway, the story goes into the fact that poor Tom DeLonge decided that he was going to send this out, and actually on Instagram, because it was a video, and he captioned it "Secret Machines at To the Stars Academy," and it was a black disc-like object hovering in the sky. After sharing this clip with his followers on Instagram, no one other than Scott Brando. Now, we have Perry Doley, Pete, Scott C. Waring, but on the other neck of this, the other side, we have Scott Brando from UFO Interest. He is a very well-known debunker of UFO sightings. And when I tell you he's balls to the wall when it comes to debunking, he'll bring all kind of shit into the mix. He'll do math calculations. He'll download freaking itinerary schedules for airlines, map them in 3D. He'll do all that shit just to show that you're an idiot. But, Scott Brando, he jumped in on this and pretty much let Mr. Blink-182, Tom DeLonge, know that he really should be ashamed of himself for publishing a known fake CGI of a UFO sighting. Apparently, this video was first uploaded in November of 2012 under the title of Alien UFO Sighting 2012 over Seattle, Washington. Craft caught on tape more shocking videos this week. Scott Brando tweeted that, as usual, Tom DeLonge published this very fake video on Instagram without any information. So, listen, I know that you guys know it too. Let's stop fucking around. We know it. When you see a video, by the way, not this video because it looks fake as fuck, but sometimes we see videos that look really, really like it's the real deal. Like finally, we have landed. We have landed on UFO rock, and we're gonna stake a claim to it. We're gonna retweet that shit. We're gonna put it on Instagram. We're gonna share it with all our friends on Facebook. And then a few days later, it's debunked. It's happened to all of us. All of us. We've all done it. Just be truthful about it. You've seen some damn UFO CGI out there that's freaking amazing. And then when you find out that 2 4-year-olds sitting in their dad's garage on their super hyped up computer put that shit together, I know you feel like dirt. Really fucks up with your head. But still, it is what it is. I mean, now you could do CGI, pretty good one too, on your damn cell phone. You don't even need, them big ass video terminal things, computer systems that they used to use back in the day, when they started putting Star Trek together. No, you put that shit right on your phone. You're done. Boom. All kind of effects. That's just jacked up. That's the way it is. But according to Scott Brando, the YouTuber who created this fake 2012 video, which is shared everywhere now, used the same CGI model of this black UFO in 2 different videos. All he did was modify the shape a little bit. Crazy. Of course, a lot of people who are in the UFO community on Reddit were not impressed by the footage that Tom DeLonge shared. So now people are calling him, a dumbass. But that really should bring to question, here you are again putting out fake videos. You're pretty much the head of To the Stars Academy who's making deals with the government. And where the fuck is the metamaterial? What did the Army do with the metamaterial they recovered from To the Stars Academy? What's up with that? Why haven't we heard anything? Completely nuts. It's just gone. It goes into the black hole of secrecy, and we'll probably never know what analysis was done on it. It's just crazy. Completely nuts. But, someone like Tom DeLonge, you're not going to get the opportunity to make mistakes. Let's be real. We can do it all the time. We can make all kind of... Like I did it the other month. 2-3 months ago. I saw this video. I was like, holy son of a bitch. I was excited about it too. And but I didn't exactly share it. I waited about a day or two, waiting for that debunk to happen. I don't have time to debunk shit. I'm a blue collar person, man. I gotta work. Just like you guys. You gotta work. You don't got time to be debunking videos. So what you do is you wait. You wait for the folks, like Scott C. Warrings and Scott Brandos of the world, who have nothing better to do than try to prove alien life exists at all costs, or prove that it doesn't exist at all costs. Let one of those fuckers handle it while you sit back and watch the fireworks. And then once the smoke clears, you come in and say, you look at the evidence on both sides and you make a decision. And a lot of times we know that the Pareidolia side really doesn't win. It really doesn't. Just like for that family in Mexico. It didn't win for them either. And sad for them that good old Pareidolia Pete latched on to their video. Pretty sad situation. That's the last story for today. I'm not going to go to another country for this. We're just going to keep it here in the U.S. with a little bit of hip-hop. But I want to thank you guys for listening. No matter where you are in the world, I thank you. But I do ask you to like, share, and spread the word. Yeah, we drop a couple of fucks and bitches and shit like that on here. And we say shit too. But for Pete's sake, what the fuck? If you can't say what you want to say, where do you really live? And who's controlling you? Because I'm not about that life. You hear me?
Hey, so Indies, yeah. Hey, so Indies, hey, yeah. Go and try your luck. Test me in again, we let it rain. Please don't start us up. Got that black and white, that yin and yang. Mr. Officer, please don't search us, we don't got a thing. Tell her park it up, then that be poking out them jeans. I've been sparking up, like the fireworks, I keep the flame. Heard you barking up, this the wrong tree, I got the strings. Yeah, I'm charging up, they can't keep up, got them looking drained. Now they walking up, trying to put the face to the name. I pull up and I and I'm swerving. If a try to holler, she gon' curve him. We came from under buzz like a Persian. We been staying in our lane, ain't no merging. Rapping like I'm turban. Yeah, these all square like Irvin. Yeah, we grew up in the hood, no Suburbans. If I say I need my money, then it's urgent. Yeah, they want me to quit. Yeah, they want me to shift. But as long as I'm alive, we gon' keep on making hits. While they steady shooting bricks, man, it's lit. Yeah, it's lit. Me and Dale back to back, and yeah, I'm dishing the assist. Yeah, they talk a lot of but we really with the lame. Always gonna be reaching for they hit, smoking like a clip. They can never catch me slipping. Every time your girl around, she be watch the way I'm dripping. Try your luck, test me in again, we let it rain. Please don't start us up. Got that black and white, that yin and yang. Mr. Officer, please don't search us, we don't got a thing. Tell her park it up, then that be poking out them jeans. I've been sparking up, like the fireworks, I keep the flame. Heard you barking up, this the wrong tree, I got the strings. Yeah, I'm charging up, they can't keep up, got them looking drained. Now they walking up, trying to put the face to the name. I'm in flex mode with the best, though. That's a major key, that's a chess move. I'm your favorite G, I think it's best, yo. Stop with all the grilling, I'm on jet fuel. Taking off, clear the runway, now they cannot I clip my wings. Yeah, they suck, they ain't homie, they ain't even on the scene. Play it smart, they don't know me, they just know what they see. What it costs to get flea, but this style ain't free. This that swag, this that splash, one wrong move, that's do the dash, keep a stash, just in case they tryna flash. Never lag, we don't slack, tell her I was running back. I don't brag, I'm relaxed, I'm not into all of that, yeah. It's really just the fam and my dogs, I just gotta make a call. I ain't into all that chatting, not at all, not at all. Yeah, I put that on the squad, we been out here going hard. We on deck, please don't make 'em. Go and try your luck, test me in again, we let it rain. Please don't start us up, got that black and white, that yin and yang. Mr. Officer, please don't search us, we don't got a thing. Tell her park it up, then that be poking out them jeans. I've been sparking up, like the fireworks, I keep the flame. Heard you barking up, it's the wrong tree, I got the strings. Yeah, I'm charging up, they can't keep up, got them looking drained. Now they walking up, trying to put the face to the name.
We are the Borg. Lower your shields and surrender your ships. We will add your biological and technological distinctiveness to our own. Your culture will adapt to service us. Resistance is futile.